Do you ever find yourself caught in a loop where you're just trying to build a song, but you're not sure how to proceed? Using Session View on Ableton Live or Logic is the quickest way to compose music and get your track ideas out. But where do you even start? And which DAW is the superior loop machine? You'll never guess which one is better. Seriously, it'll surprise you. Let's get into it. The main difference between composing in Arrangement View or Session View in either Ableton or Logic is the absence of time. Get rid of time and compose quicker. Makes sense, right? Wrong. No, wait. This is right. This is right. There is no time. No space. Everything is in the moment. Instead of a timeline that you're used to, you'll see empty blocks that you can use to fill with your ideas. You can stack, rearrange, and build a track extremely fast without thinking too much. Let me quickly show you. All you have to do is get one idea going. Chromatic is perfect for this type of thing. Also, you'll notice that I'm using the Ableton Push, which is one of the best DAW controllers out there. I'll get more into it later in the video. I haven't got time right now. I am literally in a flow state. Nice, so that's gonna loop for me, so I can easily layer another idea on top. Let's try adding some drums. It's very much my focused face. Okay, clearly this needs some bass. Nice. I like this one's called Chill Vibes. That's very, very perfect. Boom! Look how fast this is going. All right, I'm gonna add something else. Let me pull up another chromatic set. Let's go with Haunted Vocals. Spooks. Spook City. I'll be there. I love that. Okay. Love it. Writing this way always helps me be in the moment. I can always come back to it and rearrange my ideas later. This is flow state. I am flowing. The blocks and I are one. I didn't mean to say Juan, but I did. One. So I went ahead and created multiple ideas and organized them into different groups that could be triggered together. This is where it gets really fun because you can start to play around and see a potential song structure emerge. And then this group. And when you've got your groups together and your potential structure, you transfer all of that into an arrangement and then boom, hit made. And that took me what, 10 minutes? I'm telling you, this is the way to go. Let's compare Logic and Ableton and find out which one's better. Ableton Live was the first DAW to feature this tool and was built with live performance in mind. Hence the name Ableton Live, because you can use it as a live performance tool. Apple saw this and decided that Ableton was onto something, so now they feature a very similar workflow on their flagship DAW, Logic Pro. These two have some very different features that can change your workflow though. Ableton Live has two views, arrangement and session, and you can switch between these by clicking this thing up here, or by simply hitting the tab key. So one of the unique features of Ableton is that you can create these groups of loops that you can trigger all at once. This allows you to build up some pretty massive layers fast. This is something that's unfortunately missing from Logic, which we'll get into in a bit. Also in Ableton, when you're transferring your loops to a linear arrangement, you can simultaneously record a new layer. Meaning, if you wanted to play around with your loops while you're laying down a vocal line or a synth line for the ultimate intuitive performance take, you can do that. Logic is brand new to the looping game. It's still thought of as a program for recording and mixing in a traditional linear way, but their session view, which they call live looping, is nothing to be dismissed. Let's check it out, but first let's lay down some ideas. Where's that? That's the one. Give me one more. Let's try that. Quantize, quantize, quantize. The first thing that I noticed that's different from Ableton is that you can choose to see the session and arrangement view at the same time. This can be helpful when transferring your work from loops to an arrangement because you can check your work visually to make sure that it aligns with what you're going for. Turn this on, and then you press record. Here we go. There we go. And then we have it there. Yay! Logic also lets you drag a loop into your linear arrangement, which helps you build your linear track visually. So boom. Or I could even take two of them and drop them in together. Boom. Both programs come with some of the best in virtual instruments and effects. Obviously, they're both enabled for linear and loop-based production. But which one is better? That's my serious hand. It's my serious hand, okay? All things considered, both programs work well. It really just comes down to your budget, your preferred workflow, and your intended main use. Ableton's proprietary DAW controller, Ableton Push, is one of the best DAW controllers ever, according to Anthony. You can create and perform whole tracks without even touching the computer. On the other hand, Logic is mobile friendly, which means you can actually control the looping groups with your phone. But that doesn't answer the question. Which one is better? Well, if you're creating electronic or hip-hop music, need a lot of great virtual instruments built in, use your DAW to write, record, arrange, perform your music, and you can afford it, then Ableton Live might be the way to go. It has a heftier price tag, but it works on Mac and PC. Plus the tush is a total push. Plus the push is a total bonus. If you lean more towards the traditional way of recording linear takes, mainly use your DAW to mix and edit, and want the best bang for your buck, then you might consider Logic. Either way, they're both excellent for facilitating the creation of any genre of music. Is that the answer you were looking for? Boring and straightforward? Well, let me tell you my personal favorite. After reviewing both programs, drumroll please, I've decided to go with a logical choice, no pun intended, and say that Ableton Live is the superior looping software. It's been around for much longer, and it's built for live performance, which I think translates into an intuitive workflow. But I'll be watching Logic to see how their live looping develops over time. And who knows, maybe one day I'll Ableton live, laugh, love for the last time. In either case, get out there and get looping. Thanks so much for watching. Let us know in the comments which DAW you prefer. And also don't forget to subscribe so we can get a gold plaque.